We've been brainwashed to believe that freedom is a 100K a year job that we hate, a big house that we can't afford, and driving a luxury car that eats our savings away. Freedom isn't about how big your lifestyle is. It's about the choices that you can freely make, the ability to control your time, location, and income. Starting your day slow, working on a new project that you love, exploring a new city on a random day, and spending time with the ones that you love the most. Yet, hundreds of years later, we're still stuck in the same bondage as our ancestors. Slavery still exists today. What used to be called shackles are now bright and shiny. We spend our entire lives working for it just to die with none of it: money, object, and things. But it doesn't just come in the form of a green bill stamped with a dead president. Now, it looks like a car payment, a student loan, an afterpay debt, a pile of credit card bills, and a mortgage that you can't afford. Proverb 22 verse 7 says that the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. We've been secretly tricked to work our entire lives just to pay back something that we've never owned. Stuck in a state of keeping up with the Joneses, looking for social validation. But in all honesty, we were never called to live a life of captivity, a life where you work and work and work, but bills just keep piling up. You make money, but can't hold on to a dollar. You drive a car, you live in a house, but you never own any of it. And the worst part, the moment that you get a lick of freedom, you finally pay off the credit card, the car, or even the mortgage, you just run to get another, and you're stuck on this hamster wheel of borrowing money that you don't have and building someone else's dream. You have two roads: continue to chase shiny objects that can be destroyed by moth and rust anyways, or you can build a life of freedom. Freedom where you build your own schedule. You create your dream life instead of someone else's, and you become the owner and not the leaser. That's the freedom that I searched for when I started selling digital products. It wasn't only about helping myself, but it was also about helping other people who were on the same exact journey as me. Growing tired of the pains that came from not having your own business, not having your own system, and not having control over your own life. Building a 10K a month digital product business becomes easy the moment you stop trying to serve everyone and only focus on one person. Sell one $27 product 12 times a day. Sell one $57 product 6 times a day. Sell one $97 product 3 times a day. Or sell one $197 product once a day. The possibilities are actually endless when you build the right product. It isn't just about making a little extra money online. It's about building your life's work and finally taking control of your income. It's about building an ecosystem that doesn't only solve your problems and help you make more money, but helping other people who are experiencing a problem in their lives. A very specific problem that would otherwise be disastrous. That's the beauty of creating a winning digital product. You build it one time and sell it over and over again. You take back control of your income. You bring real value to the world, and you build something meaningful. Just you, your product, and millions of people looking for that exact solution. All while having no overhead, no hidden fees, and freedom to sell your product from anywhere in the world. And that's possible when you understand these 3 concepts: finding a profitable niche that's still in line with your purpose, creating a winning product that your ideal buyers are actually looking for, and how to sell that same exact product without needing a large audience. And all of a sudden, your little idea, it becomes the very thing that provides for you and your family. All because you decided, I don't want to be a slave anymore. I want to be an owner and not a leaser. So how can you actually make that possible for where you are right now? Here's how we're going to do it. Step number 1, choose your niche of one. You don't have to overcomplicate the process of picking your niche. You don't have to choose a niche that's not saturated or the best niche for 2026. You don't have to frustrate yourself with all the rah online talking about how to pick the perfect niche, because the truth is there's no such thing as the perfect niche. Here's the simple principle that I follow. Solve a problem that you have solved or are currently solving in your life. And I know, I get it. There's a ton of videos out there with all these people talking about here's how to choose the perfect niche and here's what you need to do to find a niche that will make you the most money. But there are only two things that matter the most. First, relevance. Are enough people actively inside of this niche and looking to solve a problem they have in their day-to-day life? Number two, desirability. Are these problems causing enough pain to where they're actually willing to spend money to solve it? But here's how to enter any niche and make yourself a niche of one. A simple but very powerful quote by Gandhi that I love is, be the change that you want to see in the world. This is the difference between you sounding like everyone else or you standing out and being the one outlier within your niche, regardless of how saturated you think it is. Don't simply follow all the trends and what everyone else is doing. Challenge it. What way is it currently being done? And how can you make it better? What unique perspective or viewpoint can you bring to your industry? What is something that is normalized to everyone else, but you see it completely different? That's how you need to approach your niche. You're not here to be like everyone else. You need to be authentically you. Where most people go wrong is trying to follow the wave or the trends. But the problem here is that you won't have your own unique perspective, because in all honesty, that is your superpower. You're the only one on this earth with your story. You're the only one who's gone through what you've gone through. And that's the only reason why people will follow you, engage with you, and connect with any content or any products that you ever put out. Because there's only one you. Some people optimize for passion, others optimize for profit, and there's large debates online about which route you should choose. But my honest advice is to try both. Pick an interest, pick a passion, or pick a skill that you already possess. To be honest, there's no rule book. You can always change your niche later. What's important is that you try and fail so that you have a compass as to where you're going. Remember, the world is your oyster. Step number two, let's create your target customer profile. Your ideal buyer, your ideal target customer profile, your ideal avatar, whatever you want to call it. To me, it's all the same. Just pick a name, it doesn't matter. Before you create a product, you need to know who you're creating it for. Christmas shopping for a stranger is probably the hardest thing on earth. But Christmas shopping for a friend is 10 times easier. Why is that? Because for a friend, you have prior information that would signal to you what they would or what they wouldn't like. As you walk through the aisle, your brain will start to recall conversations, memories, and events that'll help you pinpoint what gift matches them. And that is the same way that it works, not just for your avatar, but also your product, your marketing, your content, and even your sales. Which goes back to our first step. Choosing a niche and solving a problem that you've already experienced can be extremely beneficial. You already know and you've experienced the pains, the frustrations, and the limiting beliefs because you literally lived in their shoes. You have a clear picture of where they are. So here's how we're going to dissect our ideal customer profile. Number one, what problem are they currently experiencing in their life? Number two, how is it affecting their current day-to-day living experience? And how does it splinter into 100 more micro problems? Number three, what core limiting beliefs, frustrations, and desires do they currently have? That's who your avatar is. And those are the questions that you need to answer. Pull out a pen, pull out a paper, or write it in your journal. It's completely up to you. But knowing who you're targeting is the most important step of this entire process. Get a clear picture of where they are and where they want to go. This will serve as a signal later on for finding and creating your winning product. Looking back at the Christmas analogy, now you know exactly what they want, what they don't want, what they're trying to do to solve or avoid this problem in their lives, and what they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. This is what makes Christmas shopping so much fun for a friend that you know extremely well. You can now choose the perfect Christmas gift, a digital product, for this friend. That is your superpower. That is why most products flop. The difference between a product that does 10K a month and a product that sells nothing. Step number three, find and create your winning product idea. Finding a winning product isn't as hard as most creators like to make it seem. The golden rule is to find the golden pain. The golden pain is the problem that they are willing to solve because their pain is so high in their day-to-day life. Let me break it down right quick. Everyone has a laundry list of pain points that they are currently dealing with in their day-to-day life. But the thing is, only a few of those items on that list are they actually willing to pay to solve. Let's take a content creator as an example. Creating content is your main job. You have a camera, a mic, and a tripod that works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But you've been wanting to upgrade your camera, but you just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. So what happens the moment that your camera breaks? You're searching for a new one. All of a sudden, you're watching YouTube reviews, looking at what other creators are promoting and using so that you can make your buying decision. But just a week ago, when your camera was working perfectly fine, you wasn't doing any of this. That's because their pain point wasn't high enough yet. But the moment that it did, that's when it shot up to the top of their list. So when you think about the pain threshold, think about the creator who needs to film, but their camera just broke. Your digital product has to be a need and not a want, which is why our approach is similar. We're going to position ourselves to 1, research what potential pain points our current avatar currently has on their laundry list. 2, find the golden pain point that they're willing to pay for right now. And 3, create a product to solve that specific pain point. I keep this pretty simple. It's a concept that I call pain mapping. And I teach this inside of my digital product playbook. And if you want to check it out, it's in the comments below. But anyways, we're simply looking for high signal information on our potential future customers. And here's the secret. All you need to do is find high performing content within your niche and read the comment section. This is the gold mine. People love to talk about their problems, and people will tell you exactly what they want. All you have to do is listen. So here's what I want you to do. Number 1, search through TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Find videos that are performing well within your niche. Number 2, take note of what people are saying in the comment section. This is where you look for specific pain points and see what are people complaining or struggling with in the comment. And number 3, you're going to identify patterns of what people say. These same patterns are what will help you find what type of product you should create. Are they struggling to script their content? Are they struggling to fix a line of code? Are they struggling to lose 10 pounds and keep it off? The more videos that you go through, the more comments that you write down, and the more patterns that you recognize, you'll start to find one that stands out and a lot of people are complaining about. Next, you want to see what type of solution did they ask for. Did they ask for one-on-one help? Or did they ask for a step-by-step checklist, a community, a workshop, or a masterclass? The thing is, I can't tell you what specifically you should create. I'm not your ideal customer, but you should let your customer tell you what to create. Because a problem that I see with most beginners and creators, they look for others to tell them, oh, what's the best product that is trending right now? What product is selling right now? What should I make? What should I create? And this is what creates a mist in your mind when you sit down to actually create your product. You don't even know what your customer wants. Just let them tell you. After all, they're the ones buying your product. Let them tell you exactly what they want and how they want it structured inside. And because I love you guys so much, here's one more golden nugget. A step further is validation. You can easily validate your product by seeing what other creators in your niche are currently selling. And if you notice that a lot of other creators are selling it, guess what? That means it's profitable. So I want you to look at a few things. Number 1, what type of product is it? Is it an ebook? Is it a course? Is it a video course? Is it a one-on-one coaching program? Is it a community? Is it a template? Number 2, what problem do they solve inside of it? Do they focus on one big problem, or do they focus on 5 different small micro problems? The ones who are the most profitable usually focus on one big problem. Number 3, what are their reviews and testimonials saying about their product or service? Because this allows you to see what their customers are complaining about. So when you go and create your product, for example, if I wanted to create a step-by-step meal plan as a fitness coach, and I noticed that within other meal plans, people are complaining about, I don't know where to get the ingredient list from. I know within my product that I should add specific places that you can go and purchase these ingredients in order to make the meals I have inside. That is what makes a winning product. You don't need to create a unique product that's never been done before. All you need to do is make it 1% better than everyone else. That's literally it. We're looking for where the money and attention is already going, and we're just placing our bucket there. That's it. And if you're still struggling on what product you should create, how to find your ideal buyers, and then everything just feels overwhelming and confusing, I've left my pain mapping system where you get a roadmap from 0 to 10K to find your first winning product idea and turning that into consistent sales. Then you can check it out down below in the descriptions. Number 4, Get discovered by your ideal buyers on social media. This part becomes easy when you do the first 3 steps right, but it becomes the most difficult when you do the first 3 steps wrong. Marketing and selling is all about knowing who your customer is. What are they currently dealing with? Where is their attention already going? And how does your product or solution help them? That's it. And to do this, you need a personal brand. A personal brand is your marketing and sales machine in one. And if you think that you don't have a personal brand already, you're very mistaken, my friend. Everyone has a personal brand, whether you like it or not. The group of people who know you is your personal brand. Whether you choose to build it intentionally or not intentionally, you already have one. The only difference between you and someone else who has a big personal brand is that they designed it with intention and effort. So this time, you're going to do things differently. You're going to design your personal brand with intentions. You're going to build a brand that inspires your ideal buyer. Think of it as a public resume. Your resume of who I am, who I help, what I do, and how I help. Social media is God's gift to entrepreneurs. And when you use it correctly, it can change your entire life. And we won't get into all the negative effects today, but if you use social media just to scroll, then you are doing yourself a huge disservice. But that's a topic for another day. Content creation can be very overwhelming, and getting attention can be hard. I'm not here to sugarcoat things or lie to you. It will be a challenge. But here's the thing. We're not here because we wanted the easy way out. We're here because we wanted to build our life's work, something meaningful and something that provides forever and ever for our friends, family, and loved ones. So to do that, your personal brand needs 2 things. Number 1, help your target avatar go from A to B. And number 2, help them trust that you can get them there. That is the only reason why people will ever take action and follow you, engage with your content, and buy your product or service. They trust that you can lead them to their destination and that their future will be better because of it. You need both, because without either, you're not building a brand. You're just putting content on a random profile on the internet. So here's how we can use the previous steps to help our marketing now. Remember that target profile we made earlier? What are their limiting beliefs, their core frustrations, and their core desires? This is going to be the foundation of our content. We don't need any special edits or graphics. We just need to know who we're talking to. Speaking to one clear person will be 10 times more effective than trying to be fancy and look perfect. People don't care about your edits as much as they care about your message. If your message is strong enough, people will follow, they'll engage, and eventually they'll buy. So here's what we're going to share or create content about: our mission, our perspective, our beliefs, our story, our principles, and our lessons. And let's not forget our achievement that directly correlate within our own niche. We know exactly what headspace they're in because we lived in their shoes, and we know exactly what negative self-talk and limiting beliefs are weighing them down and stopping them from taking action. That is what your brand will do. It will give them many stepping stones as they consume more content so that they believe in themselves and in you. That is what makes you exclusively qualified to help them. That's who we're talking to. Not everyone, just one person, just one. Every post, every comment, every product, every DM, you're just talking to one person. That is literally it, just one. We're helping them move one stepping stone at a time. And here's a pro tip. The same content that we used earlier when we were doing market research to figure out where the attention was going and pain map what our ideal avatar was dealing with, you can use those same topics that you researched to start creating content, because they're already performing well. They're already validated by someone else in your niche who's posting already, and that lets you know that your ideal customers care about those topics. This makes content 10 times easier. Don't try to be unique and don't try to create new topics. Just take the ones that are already performing well, and instead of copying what the creator says inside of it, reframe it. Add your own story, your own perspective, and your own beliefs. That is how you make content yours. And pro tip number 2, if you don't have a social media profile yet, start with what feels most comfortable for you. There's no perfect one way to start. You can start long form, you can start YouTube, you can start Instagram or TikTok and post on short form. You can start a quotes page. It is completely up to you. Just pick one platform, study it, and start there. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to have the perfect bio. You don't have to have the perfect logo. You don't have to have the perfect content and edits. Just pick one place to start and post every single day. And as you create more content, attack every angle, and lead them to desirable outcome, sales will become a natural byproduct of your brand. Your ideal buyers will recognize you for the one thing that you can help them achieve and believe that your product is the one that can get them there. Which is why most beginners stay stuck and they're never able to sell their product. They aren't willing to create free resources to help their ideal buyers. They aren't willing to create free content, and they're not willing to serve anyone else but themselves. It's either you're not willing to serve or you're not willing to share your beliefs and your perspective within your niche. If you stay stuck, that is the ultimate 2 reasons why. It is why my content did horribly for so long. I was stuck in this shell of not wanting to share my unique beliefs, experiences, stories because I wanted to be private. But in all reality, you're not called to be private. You're called to use your gifts for everyone else outside of you. Lack of confidence doesn't just kill your content, it kills sales too. Lack of confidence doesn't just kill sales, it kills your content too. That's why the highest paid creators are dedicating their entire lives to helping their ideal audience solve specific problems in their lives. While you're too busy focusing on your problems and saying that you have bad luck and things just don't go your way, which keep you broke anyways. But the truth is, a life of freedom isn't bought, it's built. It's intentionally designed, crafted, and formed through years of repetition and feedback. If you want more for yourself, it's already out there. But the question is, are you willing to go and get it? Remember, to get, you must first give. I'll see you guys in the next video.